Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series that I'm doing today. Now, I know it's been a really long time, far too long. It's been a crazy past few months, and well, we'll get to that another time. But in this video, I am going to be playing this fantastic game known as Doki Doki Literature Club. So we're going to delve right into this. Now, for those of you who have not played the game, I am one of you. I have heard nothing but intense things about this. I hear Monica's great. Oh man, suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Fuck, maybe I should just stop while I'm behind. Oh man. Okay. Holy Jesus Christ. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Oh man. Sounds great. Let's go. I know I'm a guy in this one, but what can I say? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other forever. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I get tired of waiting for her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Abby. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say. I guess. Whatever, Sayori. Ehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Abigail, have you decided on a club to join yet? Do I really look like the person who would join a club? You better turn the fuck around. No, I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't even been looking. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I fucking lie? I ain't joining no club. Get out of here. I'm in the go home club. That's the most popular choice. I'm sure it's possible that I did, but we've had so many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about that I can't remember. Suri likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. On the average? I don't know if I'd say on the average, guys. On the average. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is important to me, you know. Holy shit. It is? Why? Do you like me? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I mean, it's too late. It's too late, Sayori. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Well, I mean, fine. I'll look at a few clubs that'll make you happy. No promises I'll join any, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, whatever. Yay! God. Sayori, you better be appreciative. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything. Damn, she does. Jesus. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before we know it. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Fuck. I have to get up. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice, but hey, the anime club! What? That's right up my alley. Let's go. Hello? I thought we're at school. Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out, thinking about freaking anime club. I look around and I realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Whoa. We all know already that I'm worse than you. Calm yourself. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. What? You're blushing. You can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way in hell I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the president of the literature club. That's actually, like, in reality, I'd probably be like, yo, literature club. Is there, like, a writing aspect to that? No. I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the anime club, girl. Come on, please. Why? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Fuck you. You don't just go tell your club that you got a new member. Whoa, you need to calm down. Jesus. Fine. But I'll only stop by for a cupcake. I'm not going to just join your club. Okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, I do that on the daily, so I mean, it's not really that surprising. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, now full of energy, swings open the door. Everyone, the new member is here! Sayori, don't call me a new member. Calm yourself down. Wait a second. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a girl? I'm just gonna move it around. Way to kill the atmosphere. Abigail, it's such a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Damn. Ooh. Man, good thing I'm a lesbian. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Go, man. I was gonna go to the anime club, but Natsuki. Humph. Okay. So we got that tsundere up in this bitch. Love that. Small finger makes me think she's probably a first year, although she's also the one that made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her. She gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Aw, she's so cute. Definitely more mature and timid at the same time. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Abby. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too. You too. Great response. Come, sit down, Abigail. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me and or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'm gonna get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it is widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Fluffy cupcakes. Decorated to look like little cats. I mean, that's how you get it done. I'm gonna call this little cat that I'm eating Neko Neko Merrick. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing all over her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she perhaps waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Baka! Made them for you or anything. I mean, Sayori said that technically, well, maybe, but like, not for you, you dummy baka. Aho. Calm down. I decide maybe Natsuki's weird logic is not enough to pursue and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. A whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I wouldn't know. Don't let you yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not it. I meant that, you know. I believe you. It's all good. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoyed the tea. I'm glad. She blushing? Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I, What do I say? Oh dear. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs, and Sayori was insistent, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Any? I mean, does she have that many talents? Jesus. Weren't you a literature leader of the debate club last year? Man, I'm butchering these. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. You don't like the politics. Is debate club that big? Like, I mean, I know in some schools it is, but like, it's not like a goddamn baseball team or something. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. So you don't budget the literature club. You don't like budget out to buy books and prepare events. You might not need to publicize, but like I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club. Must be hard to start a new one. I would know actually, because I started a writing club in high school and we had 4 members. You could put it that way. Not very many people are interested in putting all the effort to starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Whoa! You calm the fuck down. I'm a published novelist now. You take that back. It'll grab your attention. Jeez. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You fucking know it. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Well, I mean, woo. So, Abigail, what kinds of things do you like to read? My book, boom, the Blood Red series beginning, available on Amazon. Oh, that's you guys don't have Amazon, right? Isn't it like Glamazon? No, wait, that's Beth Phoenix. What's the weird ripoff of the month? I don't know. Considering how little I've read in the past few years, don't insult me like that. I don't really have any good way of answering that. Yo, heck yeah, manga. Hey, I do read that all the time. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she's keeping quiet. Yo, you read manga too? Let's go. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I mean, that could change. I'm not, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking. Her sad smile must protect. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. She traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Well, I just got the thing for you. It is called Blood Red Series Beginning. It's got this deep and complex future fantasy-esque world, as well as a past one. It's very impressive stuff. You just totally have to read it. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Thank you. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Hey, I read a horror book once. Great, great retort. Good job, me. She might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really just can't put it down. That's like me with anime. I tell you what, it's something like that. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I totally hate horror. Why is that? Well, I just. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? You're a writer too, and manga? Man, Natsuki, you are just. I'm liking it. Even though you got that tsundere thing going on, which is super generic, you got the goods. Like what? What gives you that idea? I mean, you left a piece of scrap paper in the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute! God, she is so cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometime. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Poetry's tough to write, I tell you that much. Why don't you share them sometime? No. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. That is debatable. I was told they have a lot of cutesy stuff in them, so I think I'm on board. Oh, are you not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Boom! Easier said than done. I want to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Abby? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold up! Hold up! What's wrong? Now that we're back to the original topic, I never said I was joining. Let's calm TF down. Shiori said I could stop by, but I have not made a decision yet. Still have other cubs to look at. And why are you all looking at me like that? Oh my god. But I'm so sorry. I thought, huh, Abby. They're all so cute. What do I do? I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when they're all looking at me with such sorrow? I mean, writing poems isn't that big of a deal. I'm already a writer. I mean, they're all really cute. Fine! I guess I'll join. Hey, look! Yes, I'm so happy! Hey, calm down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Mana looks over at me once more. Abby, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Me too. Can I really impress these guys with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety just welling up inside me. Hey, Abby, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Huh. I mean, we live in the same direction, so sure. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the clubroom to make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Gosh, will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I mean, perhaps I'll grow closer to these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yo. Oh man! Wait! Oh, what is this? I have to pick a word. Interesting. Damn, now all of a sudden I feel so much more pressure on me because, alright, we're gonna pick Bunny. Can I go back? Oh man, I can't even go back. Okay. Fun? Damn, it looks like I got one for her and one for her. It looks like I can't get Monica. After image. Oh, after image. Bouncy, uncontrollable, vivacious. Bouncy. Doki. Chocolate. Flower. Kisu. Cute. God, none of this is gonna make any sense. Marshmallow. Fantasy. Smile. Silly. Laugh. Shit, I'm getting way too many of her. Boop. Family. Damn it. Rainbow? Fuck. Charm? It's over. Enemy! Hey, I got that one. Hey, Bliss. Damn. Pink? I didn't get what I wanted. Hi again, Abigail. Good to see you. You didn't run away from us, huh? No, no, it didn't. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already here. Thanks for keeping your promise, Abigail. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, like, come on, like she deserves any slack. I mean, Sayori told me that you don't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if that's your plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mm. God, she's cute. But manga is literature. That's what I say. Good on ya. Speaking of manga, there's this really cool show that's coming out based on a manga that I read. I think it's Happy Sugar Life. That's what it's called. Oh my goodness, so good. Can't wait for the anime. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Abigail always gives us her best, and as long as she's having fun, she helps me with busy work even without me noticing. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is freaking messy and distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Abigail can become really good friends too. That's embarrassing, Sayori. God. Hmm? Do you even realize what you're saying? As usual, she is completely oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh my god, she's blushing. Oh, dude, that graphic is just so cute. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. I wasn't really expecting anything. It was a nice gesture, you know? It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, won't really. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. She pulls out a book. I don't really want you to feel left out, so I picked a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Fuck, dude. Ugh. This is. How does this girl just accidentally be so freaking cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Man, she's so considerate. Fuck. Oh, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Well, now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Like, I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She, never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga 87! You read manga, right? All the freaking time. No, all the time. Jeez. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm all up for it. I would be like, yes, manga. You clearly like manga. You're rummaging through manga collection. Please. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's totally written on your face. It is? Oh, I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the sides of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. God damn, I know it. Seriously. I got a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. The fuck is that? Are they are the parfaits girls, or are girls eating parfaits, or is parfaits none of it? There's this show called Candy Boy, which there are neither candy nor boys, but it's called that for whatever reason. So maybe it's one of those. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging. I read great series of manga myself. I didn't say anything about yours. It's your tone of voice. But I can tell you one thing, Abigail. Consider this lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you why exactly. And she shoves the book right into my hands. Yes! Give it to me! It follows 4 girls in a colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Well, it's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ugh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Fine, I'll just take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I mean, I guess it's easier to do it close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Feel weird about it. Do it. She's so far the most relatable character, man. Natsuki's the bomb. Crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Gomen, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her, though. Not that I can say it's particularly bad. I open the book, and only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space. Well, she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? What? Don't go back and flip through the old volumes every now and then. Not really. Sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Yeah, nothing's happened yet. I'm good. Looks like just a bunch of friends in high school. Your typical slice of life. Kind of grew out of these. No, you don't grow out of cutesy moe slice of life. Get out of here. It's good stuff. It's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. I wouldn't say rare, uncommon, but the good ones are good. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Like, well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter when they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they all get into their backstories and some of the romance starts to happen. That really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I just underestimated you. Dude, that was cute. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Well, nothing. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. I haven't made any choices yet, and it's been 40 minutes. That seems a little odd. Like, that was a good save. This chapter seems to be about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Like, well, yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious since you enjoy baking too, you know. Like, that's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking at the same time I got into this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Whoa! I got into mahjong just because I watched an anime called Saki about mahjong, and it made it look so badass. So I could understand. Like, I'm sure if you're getting into anime and you watched food porn, I mean Food Wars, you never know. You'll probably want to cook after that shit. That's not a coincidence. But I guess that explains her interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, hand-to-hand combat and swordplay is not necessarily the best thing to pick up from manga, so I guess I'll have to agree with that. Fuck, she's so cute! What is this expression? She's so adorable. Read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Like, it's not, even though you're just watching me read? Like, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. Yes, it is. I always enjoyed getting excited when I convinced my friends to pick up a series I enjoyed. You know what I mean? Eh? What? You don't? That's not. Well, I really wouldn't know. What do you mean? Like, don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you, like, not rub it in? Jeez. You also have no friends. Welcome to the club, sister! Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Oh, you do have friends. Fuck. She's ahead of me! They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still like that? You haven't grown out of it yet? Makes me want to, like, punch him in the face. Me too. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's, like, pretty accurate. Which part was accurate? Like, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I, like, don't even know what my dad might do if he found this. At least it's safe from here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I'm here reading it. Like, it's not like that solves our problems. Maybe not, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Like so? Jeez, that's like enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Cute little face. God damn, she's so adorable. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ah, oh my god, her smiley face sugar must protect. I totally forgot that happens. Puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. She you always feel bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it's especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast from her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can totally understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that made me smile a little to myself. Fair. Fair. That's respectable. This main character is respectable. Okay, everyone. Eh? Are we ready to read today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be, any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Thought you would look pretty cozy over there. Haha. Eh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. You do your thing. I know it's uncomfortable. You and your tsundere, vibe you got going on. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is it really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow and we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Fair. I can relate. By tomorrow? It's one volume, right? Volumes are really fast to read. It takes you fucking maybe 3 hours. I might fall behind on some shows if I tried. So, oh man, I miss out on anime to read manga, which is legitimately I mean, whatevs. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic, adorable face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book in my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't even really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is written on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Whom should I show my poem to first? Freaking Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. She's the best, too. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this poem when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I was writing this. I really wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Yes! Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great. Let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. And you wrote a good fucking thing. Oh, I hope you're happy. Damn straight. Let's go. She liked it. Woo! Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so You like totally don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all that self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Yeah, I told you that like weren't gonna like it. I like it. It's cute. What? Like, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Like, well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like to. It's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you like do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is like simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the like last line. Ah, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Ha! That means I'm gonna be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I suppose not. I decided to humor her with my last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Probably Sayori. Maybe Monica? Yuri, I'm kind of mixed on. Let's go with Sayori. Oh? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Abigail! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. Well, fuck you then. Are you sure you didn't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm not. I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So, like, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Abigail poem. It makes me feel super special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Hey, hey, you shouldn't use the same word back to back like that. Jeez. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how I'm really a part of the how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course, it's not really, I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, like I said before, Abigail, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only real good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure if you see my motive. There's a four cute. I mean, what? I can't deny that, part of the reason I joined was for her sake, knowing how much I mean to her and all. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'll hold you to that then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we're about to see. Dear Sunshine. It's my forehead to help me out of bed, making it sleepy in my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Hmm. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't ask her just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, of course. I didn't mean it wasn't a bad poem. It came out nice. It sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast in 5 years. What? I get all cranky. Good thing you don't skip breakfast for 5 years or you turn into. Anyway. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best. What? But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I should look forward to it. Well, I gotta show it to all of them eventually. So, Yuri it is. We'll save Monica for last. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Ow! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yep. Why do you ask? Not really. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it. So it's that bad, eh? No. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Oh, she's cute too, though. Couldn't help but notice that it had been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to people. Alright, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that people usually have as new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing is I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. When she's got her train of thought going, she's more confident. Her stammering is completely gone. She totally sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many differences, different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together, and probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. She already said it was great. What do you mean, biased? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. Fuck you, man. It's good. Alright, let's read your poem. Alright. She smiles dreamily in a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yo, cursive. Eliminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. Last remaining calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The life. Interesting. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? That's no. But you took a long time to read. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, that's relief. Also, I did like the poem, even though it's short, it's well descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, no, poems don't have to have a specific length. I mean, no, it wasn't too short. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in, are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ew. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Abigail. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be too long before you pick up on these things too. I guess. I really have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Geez, that was. Alright, it's time for Monica. Let's go, bitches. Hi, Abigail. Having a good time so far? Yep. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do together, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm not probably not going to bring anything up ever. I'm much better off just going with the flow, chilling, you know. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Abigail. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of a barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Here you go. I like it, Abigail. What? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. I mean, that was the point. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a very good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Good. Hell yeah. Yeah. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all sorts of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they only take a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. She's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. Well, good thing. We don't want, like, can you imagine a goddamn poem with, like, Bleach levels of filler? Like, the entire thing is filler? Or you can get One Piece level of filler where literally the entire poem is just filler and it's all just miscellaneous stuff. Just kind of there. Gotta love that shit. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Haha. You're right. Don't have to freaking impress the reader, which is who you're writing this to. Frickin' Jesus. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. That's what everybody said, except one. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Well, I mean, fair enough. Let's read it. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A whole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Interesting. Fair enough. That was pretty decent. It's very free form, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. Fair enough. What was the impression behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. God, I have such a problem with that in my writing. Like, man, my goodness. Like, writing, man, I'm liking this so far. Gotta admit. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. I don't think that's how pens work anymore. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No prob. Yes, that's everyone. I glance around the room. A little more stressful than I anticipated. Ugh. Damn. I mean, everyone seemed to like it except for Yuri. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is this language? Damn cursive! I cannot read. I never learned to read. Eh? Did you say something? No. No, it's like nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand. Yo, she's gone, man. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Like cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? ¿Por qué? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but like, didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Ha! If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Abigail did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Abigail liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh man, the underhanded tactics, Natsuri. You are the best. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Well, maybe you're just jealous that Abigail appreciates my advice more than she appreciates yours. What? Natsuki! How do you think she didn't appreciate my advice more? Like, you're totally full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Fuck! Damn! Okay. Yuri, what the well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size figure as soon as Abigail started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Don't like fighting, guys. Abigail, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Abigail. Oh, wait, there's a reason I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that, right, Abigail? So, like, I'm on Yuri's side in terms of the actual logic, but Natsuki is better. Well, how did I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! I mean, I guess I'm supposed to save at times like this. We'll see. But I'm gonna side with Natsuki because she's the best. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Ha! Yeah! Dude, she's so awesome. It did, didn't it? Ha ha! Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, we'd all talked about yesterday. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a personal thing, and sharing it is definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Sayori was nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. Oh my god, she said thank you! Oh, she's so cute. Yuri looks at me dejectedly with a face like that. I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Abigail. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki was having a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact. Yeah, so naturally, you're just naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it's been a worthwhile experience, especially you, Abigail. And to be honest, it was a nice change of pace from lazing around that we got a little too used to. Well, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? Fuck. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home. Shall we relax for a bit? Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can have a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ah, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? We're writing another poem? And maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I gotta do it again? Fuck, what am I in school? Abigail, ready to walk home? Yeah, let's go. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, 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 no. No, Natsuki is just a blessing. But, you know, I wanted your opinion. That's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Abigail, it's nice that I get to spend so much time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Goddamn. Okay. Sure, being friend with everyone is nice, but do I really need to stop there? Yo, I like how the character's just like, alright, I'm in a club and there are only girls here, and I'm a lesbian. Well, normally, you know, the dude's straight. Harem. No, no, but seriously, like, picking one of them is like, bam, forefront of the mind, man. We'll just have to see what the future holds then. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yep, let's do this. Let's go, bitches. Fuck. I gotta do it again. Bunny. Boop. I'm legitimately just gonna do the same thing. Bouncy. Music. Damn. Doki Doki. Family ended up getting her. Kawaii? Hell yeah. Kawaii Desu. Desu Desu. Vivid, vibrant, dazzle. Holiday? Damn. Sparkle, ocean, flying. Fester. Lust. Oh, shit. Damn. Whistle, sing, sunny, sensation, anime, boom. Skipping. Awesome! Oh, man. Damn it. Heart? Damn. Fuck. Marshmallow! I know that's her. Chocolate! I know that's her also. Silly! Damn. That was bad. I think I did silly last time too, huh? Imagination? Fuck. And it's beauty, cheer, dream. Dream? Damn. Cute. Fun. Kitty. Parfait. Hey, I get the reference with that one though. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene greets me. Ah, Abigail. Yo. What up, homegirl? Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to seeing you at the club is all. Fair enough. It's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood, though. Guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Yeah. Only two small kinds about. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money to buy in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry, or you wanted an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money and have me lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, you deserve to be guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. Eh! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Abigail to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ha! Get fucked! Ah, I didn't mean that at all. I get too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen very much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. It did something bad, and now I have to expect this retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Ehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Bam! Get fucked! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles to the desk. Ow, what was... Eh? A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about cupcakes, and I totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha! Natsuki, that was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Don't get married to it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Hmm? I bit my tongue. Dude, I do that all the time. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared one with me. Hehehe. Mine and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookies in hand. Natsuki reaches to nudge Sherry off her. Yeah, you could see that coming from a mile away. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such like a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Has any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me! I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Like, of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Whoa! You two combined. Natsuki is glorious. I know I might be in the minority here, but Natsuki is great. Sorry. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Ah, sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, hey, what's up? I didn't mean to be late. You guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quickly, quizzically glances at me. Why you? Never mind. So what held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just lost track of time. That makes like no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. I was practicing piano. Piano? I was not aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us. That's... Maybe once I get a little better, I will. She's looking at me. She's into me. I know it. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Oh, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Abigail. I see. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Well, best of luck. I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really. Chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri looks back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Natsuki! Hey! It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. Pull out the first volume of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just like wanted to be sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give anyone manga, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? She makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The last chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Eh? Appear inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move the stuff around a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Geez, it's so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're pretty... They're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you want to waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall over there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool and unfolds it. I think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Oh. No, she caught it. Damn, she's powerful. If that's full of manga, that's gotta be heavy. The stool wobbles. Oh, here we go. She stayed on her feet and holds the box triumphantly. There! Yes, Natsuki! You were able to. I was expecting you to fall like 4 times. Oh my goodness, Natsuki, you have done it. Jeez, there's no need to prove yourself to me. I mean, I'm glad she did, though. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just. I said I can do it! Oh boy. I don't want your help, like, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Let's see. Of desk tests, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Ah! Natsuki tracks over to the teacher's desk where a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the cover of the closet. Oh, this is going to go bad. This is going to go way bad. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. But I've already learned my lesson, so, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I hope that I'm there to catch her because she's probably going to fall. Climbs into the chair and slowly balances to her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway to simply watch. Oh, she's cute. Ah, there we go. See, I can easily do it now. Grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Ah! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. Like, what are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting there and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I got you! I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Gah! I force myself to turn away. No! I must protect her purity! Don't do it, main character. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes I'll be dead. Hup! She raises her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Ugh, heavy. Hey, Abigail, I don't think I could bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one. But I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright, let me just stand up. I slowly release the grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! Like, what are you looking at? Oh, God. You're trying to look at my Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I'm just Natsuki. Don't try to move. Give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Gah! Chair flies from underneath Natsuki's feet. Frankly, I try and catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Boom! Full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me into the ground. A whole bunch of books pelted me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight onto my chest. Ugh! My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Ugh! Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah! She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath the... Ah! Gross! Her fist pounds my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Is everything okay? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Like, Monica, see what happens when you put manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems that your most recent club member is a total perv. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything. I know. Don't worry. Says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Like, oh no, my... I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over the floor. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's been desperately trying to smooth out. Fuck. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Oh, no! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears in her face. Ah, I'll help you get the crease out, okay? This is partially my fault, so shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having like a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I don't mean to take it out on you. I really don't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? I'll do anything, please. No, Natsuki. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know. All right, well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Bavard Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on this once I'm done here. Tsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really, like, nice to me. Uh, that sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? And Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them in the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It wasn't long before we were done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf when Natsuki wanted it put. Then I got a stool and quickly finished moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. All right, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. God, she's so cute. Oh my god. Natsuki's adorable. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. All right, I'm ready. Good. Like, even if you weren't, I make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up, if you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed at how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Like, you should sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip open the book in my bag. We're gonna do this again? Fuck, is this like an everyday thing? It's been almost 100 minutes. Looks like this is gonna be where I stop for this episode. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to click that thumbs up button down below for me. And let me know what you want to see on the channel. We are going to have some role-playing games coming up soon. At least that's the goal, as well as some other free or relatively cheap visual novels that I get on the Steam store. So we'll have to see how that goes. And stay tuned for episode 2 of the Doki Doki Literature Club, where we'll play another roughly 100 minutes of game time. So thank you all, and we'll see you next time.